After so many requests, everybody was asking me to make a video about hooking up a GMRS hub. So go ahead and get your SD card and your Raspberry Pi ready, and we're going to burn that image and get you going. Okay, a few things you're going to need. I'm going to leave links to all this in the description. You're going to need SD card formatter to format the SD card. You're going to need PUTTY in order to work with the image. You're going to need advanced port scanner so we can find that address to that image. You need to go to gmrshub.com and register for an account. Once you have that account, you come down to home and then you go to get on GMRS Hub and download this one right here. If you want to get up quick, download GMRS Hub client version 1.5. I'm going to leave some SD card information in the description. But the first thing you need to do is slide that card into the computer. Then go to SD card formatter. This little box is going to come up. And before I go forward too far, I wanted to mention one thing. So when you go to GMRS Hub, when you register and you apply for a node, it's going to come in through your email. Make sure you write that node number and that password down correctly. It is case sensitive, so make sure you watch out for the I's and the L's and the different letters like that, S's and 5s. Make sure it is case sensitive. So make sure if it's a little E, you put a little E. If it's a big E, you put a big E. But anyway, so put your SD card in there and click format. It's going to ask you if you're sure. Yes, we want to format. We need to go ahead and burn that image. So go to Millennia Etcher, which is also in the description. And this is going to open up like that. Flash from file. So you want to download and insert that 1.5 client. It's going to show you where you want to burn it. So you want to choose that SD card. Mine's D:. It normally pops up right here and you change that to flash. And it's going to flash. And as soon as this flashing is done, what you want to do is you want to take out that SD card and you want to grab your Raspberry Pi. I would do a 3B, 4, 5, whatever is above after this recording. Slide that SD card in, make sure it's in the correct way. Next, plug an Ethernet cable in. Plug it into the actual Pi and plug it into the router or any kind of connection you got to your router, whether it be a hub or a switch. Then the very last thing you need to do is you need to power it on. Okay, so once that's done, you put your card into the Pi and powered it on with the Ethernet cord in it. Next thing we need to do is we need to find it on a network. So open Advanced Network Scanner. Okay, so first we need to find the Pi that's somewhere on our network. Now, kind of heads up, my network has a lot of devices. I have a smart house. What we're going to be doing is looking for a Raspberry Pi under the manufacturer and something like Alarm Pi, like right here. There you go, Alarm Pi. That's what you want. So we know our IP address is 192.168.0.2. So write this number down. And what you're going to do is you're going to open up PUTTY. That's how we're going to talk to the Pi. Now we know the address. This little box is going to pop up right here. And what you want to do is type in 192.168.0. I already forgot what it was. I think it was 2, but let me look just to make sure. 2, 0.2, 0.2, and then right here where it says port, where it says 22, change that to 222, and hit open. And this little box is going to pop up. Hit accept. Your username is going to be root, and the password is going to be root. Okay. Now this box is going to open up. First time script. Just hit yes there. All right. Now it's going to ask you for a new password. So make in very easy passwords, like 7, 8 digits at most, letters and numbers. So I'm going to use password 123. Okay, it's going to ask you again for password. PASSWORD 123. Use whatever you want to. Just keep it simple. Do you want to set up your node configuration for Asterisk? Yes. Node configuration will be run after reboot. I can't talk today. Now, if you want to change the IP address, you can. This is showing as 0.2. I don't want to change that, so I'm going to say no. All right, it's saying it's going to walk you through. Okay, so now you need a Supermon username. I prefer to use admin. I like using admin for this. It's going to ask you again, admin. And it's going to say Supermon user admin added, updated successfully. Then it's going to come up here and ask you to reboot. And you're going to see everything close. And from there, close PUTTY. Reopen it. Box is going to pop up again. And what we're going to type 192.168.0.2. Don't forget to add the extra 2 there to make it 222. Open. Now your username is still going to be root. And your password is going to be what you just made it. So mine was PASSWORD123. And then that's going to pop up like that. You just said yes. Okay, so now that email that you got sent I was talking about, it's going to come out with a node number. So I'm going to make mine. Whoop, don't use your side keys either. But type that node number into that box. Don't, if you have a keyboard, don't do like I did and use the end of it. It doesn't like the extended keys or number keys. Okay, next it's going to ask you for a node call sign. So that would be your GMRS call sign. So WRZP 715. Hit OK. Okay, so it's going to ask you if you want to use voice ID. Okay, so really simply, if you say yes to it, it's going to actually say your call sign like WRFP222. If you hit no, it's going to use Morse code. I'll go with yes. Okay, this leave you bind port here, 4569. It likes 4569. And what you want is 1 here, which is semi half duplex, telemetry and courtesy tones. Okay, so now it's asking you for a node password. So the node password is the password that came with your node number in the email. And it needs to be typed exactly like you see it. So I think it's 5 digits. So like E, the number 2, it might have a lowercase d and a 5. I think maybe it's one more now that I look at it, D, but they can be capital and they got to be lower, and it does matter. Make sure that is absolutely corrected. All right, do you want to configure a password for IAX connection? I say yes there. In the enter a password, I would use the same one that you used earlier. So I'm going to use PASSWORD123. Click OK. You want to configure simple USB settings? No. Do you want to restart Asterisk? Yes. And now this is going to pop up. Okay, and it should show that node number right up in here. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, I got my radios going nuts. First thing you want to do is come down here to Start Bash Shell Interface. And once this opens up, type in CRONTAB-E. What this is going to do, so it's Cron tab space dash E. It's going to open this up. Okay, come down to the fourth line down. And remember this time not to use my side keys. Right here, put a little space. Enter in your zip code. This is going to give you a weather reports. Okay, so I'm in Louisiana, so this is what it should look like right here. Okay, so if you don't want to have the weather read out every hour and go through the time, what you can do is come to the beginning of this line right here and hit the asterisk key. And then to save it now, you hit Control X, Y, and Enter. And there you go. Almost done. We're 50% done through it. Okay, next thing you need to do is you need to go to CD space /etc/ASTERISK. So CD space /etc/asterisk and enter. And then after you do that, type in nano space manager.conf. Hit enter, and this big long list is going to come up. Scroll on down. You got to use your arrow keys here. So come on down here to where it says you should see your secret password that you typed early in here. Or actually, it's going to be the password that came with it. So this is the password that came with it. So if you want to change this password, you can. So I want to change this to PASSWORD123. So the reason why he did this was so people could get online after going through that first screen. So the normal ASL does not automatically populate a password in here. So I forgot about that, and that's why that pops that password in here. So you can change it to whatever you want to. But after you're done here, Control X, Y, and then enter to save. Okay? And we are almost done. We have a couple more steps. All right. Hopefully I'm not losing y'all because I know I'm going fast on this one. CD /SRV /HTTP /Supermon. Not Superman, Supermon. Okay. Then you want to go nano space allmon.ini. So nano ALLMON.ini. Enter. Okay, and this is going to pop up. And your node number that you typed in earlier should be here. It's probably going to be a number like 28, whatever. 28, 1004, whatever. Okay. So right here, where the password is, once again, we see that same password. Now this is important. On this part, you see how there's an equal before when we entered the password, there was a space before we entered. In other words, previously, I entered this with a space in front of it. It was like this. In this file, it needs to be right up near that equal sign. Okay? Control X, Y, and ASTRES.sh. So sudo, sudo, space ASTRES.sh. Hit enter. And what that's going to do is it's going to restart your node. And next thing you want to do is you want to grab you an internet browser and you want to type in up here the address that we've been typing in this whole time. So it was 0.2. Hit enter. And this, okay, so I went and logged in one of my other nodes, my friend's node. So right here, don't pay any attention to this. You're logged in through here. So you're going to come here to log in. Okay, and this box is going to pop up. Type in admin which I hope you made that your username. Your password is what you typed in there earlier. Type that in there, and look, this is important. Don't just hit enter. You actually have to click this login button, and now we're logged in. So when we click this node number, which should be your node number, here you are. Here's all your information. So you're ready to connect. Hope this video was helpful for everybody.